Hello there. Now, somebody suggested to me that in my present predicament, whereby I can't really use my left hand, I should be able to play golf with one hand. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'll talk you through the equipment that we need to be looking at for this. First of all, there is the glove for the left hand. Absolutely indispensable to a right-handed player. Now, as it happens, I can't use the left hand, so we'll get rid of that, shall we? Now, the next thing is, in today's game, in the difficult times we have the 1.5 meter ruler, right, which needs to be used to separate you from your players. Only necessary, of course, on the first tee, because after that you're so far away from each other that you don't need it. So we'll just get rid of that. Okay. Then we have the ball. We'll come to that later on, right? We just need the one, you'll understand in my case. So, and then we have a club, which we're going to need, okay? In this case, this is a fairly lofted club. It's a sand wedge in actual fact, and you'll come to realise why I'm choosing a sand wedge in a minute when I show you the course. Now I'm going to just run you around the hole that I've chosen today. Right, now let me explain the particular hole that I've selected today. It's quite a tricky hole. It's not a long hole, but it is tricky. Got a lot of different things associated with it, most of which are quite difficult. But they represent your sort of average hole that you might choose to play one-handed. Now, first of all, we have this is our tee over here. This is where we're hitting off from. This is the tee on the hole, and we've got initially straight away see the water hazard. This is one of the reasons I have the lofted club, right? Because I'm going to have to clear the water hazard and get onto the fairway here, right? Now, as you can see, I'm in the rough, so I've taken the liberty here to set up a tee, which might make life a little bit easier for me. Otherwise, I might have to have 2 goes at doing this. Now, the second reason to have the lofted club is because I need quite a lot of backspin on here. As you see, the fairway doesn't have a lot of grass on it at this particular time, so I want to get a bit of backspin on here to actually slow down the ball just a little bit before it hits the next section of this hole over here. Now, as far as hazards are concerned, it's pretty tricky. We have the sand trap here on the right. Watch out for the rake if somebody's left lying there, but anyway, nevertheless, water hazard on the left, which obviously is a problem, and then noticeably here we have a sort of a gully, which it's always important for players to remember that you should make use of the natural lie of the land, and in this particular case there's this sort of a gully, if you like, that's going to get us around the severe dogleg to the right. Now, wind conditions today are tricky. It's quite possible that there's a strong potential of wind coming across the course from, like I'd say, a north-westerly direction, which could affect the final travel of the ball. Now, the green is actually a bit of a worry altogether, because the stent reading on this is around about the 37 mark. So you really don't want to end up putting on this green if you can help it. So hopefully our shot will be good enough to avoid too much putting on the green. So we'll just see how we go with it, shall we? So there you are. I know I made it look simple, but there you go, you know. Now, there are some of the cynics out there who will say, I bet he had to have more than one go at that. Well, I've just got one thing to say to you. How many holes in one have you got? Traditionally, with a hole of one, you buy everybody a beer. Unfortunately, you're not here, so I just have to have one on my own. Cheers.